Hey everyone, it's Paul Kenny, and today I'm going to be talking about the importance of duplication and the importance of you as a leader setting the standard on what you are expecting of the people that you are sponsoring to do. And my experience over 25 years is when you set that standard, people are going to reach for that standard and achieve it. But it starts with you. So on the whiteboard today, I've written something that says in the first 7 days of a new distributor that you sponsor, give them a goal to sponsor 2 distributors. That's right, to become an executive. They sponsor 2 people, one on the left side, one on the right side, very important, great positioning, and each of those people has picked out the appropriate product pack. They have 7 days to get it done. Now I can hear you saying, well, Paul, how would I make that a reality? Well, here's how you make it a reality. Whenever I start somebody as a new distributor in Jeunesse Global, I want a couple of things. I have them get out a pad and a pen, and I want them to write out their goals. I want them to write out what is it that I'm doing this business for? What are the big whys I have in life? And then I want to quantify that a little bit more, and I want them to tell me, when is your date when you plan on being a sapphire? When you hit $1,000 a month, how will that positively impact on your life and your family's life? When you get to $10,000 per month, how will that impact on your life? What's going to happen then? Then I ask them to make a commitment to really work the business. I want to know how often they're going to be working the business. Then I tell them they need to be coachable. Then I tell them that they need to be here for a year. If they can't agree to all of the above, I can't work with them because I know they're not going to make it. I'm only interested in working with either serious part-time people, serious full-time people, but I haven't got any time to fool around with the person that doesn't know the direction that they're going in or what they're looking to achieve. To me, use the products, they're fantastic, but to me, you're just a customer, okay? And if things ever change and you're going to be coachable, fantastic. So what would happen if you followed this? If you follow the concept that you sign up a brand new person on a pack, and then in 7 days working with you, with a list, they've built out a list. That's the next thing that has to show up, a written list. And on that list, you want to have about 50 of the sharpest, most positive, most enthusiastic, entrepreneurial, success-oriented people that they know. You want the name and you want a phone number. Now, once again, if they don't have a list, I'm telling you, they're not going to succeed. They've got to put that list in writing. You have to have them start making contacts with the sharpest people on that list, like right away. And so that's something that's mandatory. Now they start contacting the people. Maybe there's a meeting that you're going to bring them to. Maybe there is a presentation that you're going to text over to them. Maybe you're going to introduce them to an upline leader and they'll have conversation about Jeunesse Global. But whatever it is, the ultimate outcome is that at the end of 7 days, you have to have 2 distributors that you've sponsored with my support, with my assistance. But you got to do the work and get that done. So what would happen? Well, after 14 days of duplicating that, in the 14 days, you're going to have a team of 6. And then after 35 days, how many distributors do you have then? You're going to have a team of 32. That's really, really good, and you're excited. But now imagine that keeps duplicating and duplicating and duplicating. The end of 90 days, okay? We'll round it up, it's 86 days. But at the end of the 90 days, how many distributors will be on your team? 8,176. What? 8,176? Yeah, that's called geometric progression. That's called compounding. This is how wealth is created. Now, most people have a linear brain. They think that, I put in some time and I get back a financial reward for the time that I invested. For the time in, I get paid. That's why most people are broke, frankly. So now this is a leveraged activity. Well, do I really believe that 8,176 people are going to be a result of this program? I don't think that's going to happen. Well, what if we change the equation a little bit, okay? How about instead of 2 distributors in their first week, how about if we said 1? I expect you to have 1 new distributor on a pack in your first 7 days. 1. What happens to the 8,176? All right, in 90 days, duplicating that, you're going to have 4,000 Jeunesse distributors on your team. Maybe you can look at it and say, no, I don't see everybody doing one, Paul. Okay, I'll agree. Let's say only half of them can do one. All right, so let's cut this number in half, okay? That's still going to have 2,000 distributors on your team in 90 days. Is that achievable? Yeah, that's achievable. That gets done over and over and over and over in Jeunesse globally. And yeah, you could do that. You're going to be working at it? Yeah, you're going to be working at it. But you know what? If I said to you, look, here's a gold mine. And when you go into the gold mine and you take out the gold, you can go back and you notice there's more gold and you need help. Okay, so now you make contact with some people and say, I need help in the gold mine. They start pulling the gold out, but then they have to bring people and they start pulling the gold out of the gold mine. Jeunesse is the gold mine, ladies and gentlemen. It's the gold mine. So you got to work it or you're not going to make any money. If you work it, you're pulling money out of the gold mine. That's just the way it'll work. So here you have 2,000 distributors. Now, if these distributors simply do a 60-point qualifying monthly order, and all we do is say, how much money would I make, Paul, in the team building bonus, in the binary? How much would I be making? You'd be making about $5,000 US a month. Now, that's the lowest amount of money you would be making, because here's what I'm not doing. Among all these people, there's money that's being made in the matching bonus. There's no matching bonus money involved in here, okay? Nothing. So this is the lowest number. But this is very, very achievable. So what's the message that I have here for you today? The message I have is, understand it's not what you're doing today. It's not what you're doing next week or the week after. It's the consistent plan that you have to build a major Jeunesse global business. And again, look at this plan. You can't get 2 distributors to come in 7 days with everybody. You can get a lot of distributors to bring in 2 distributors and be an executive in their first 7 days. You can get a lot more that can bring in 1, and you know what? Even at that, if only half of that succeeds, look what happens. Financial freedom is yours, okay? It's Paul Kenny. Make it a phenomenal week. Just get out there and make something happen in your business. Follow my plan, and then get up and go up to the top of the pay plan. Bye for now.